Welcome to the Versus Text. I'm your host Smith Patel, an educator at Versus Text. Today we are going to understand three main concepts, that is algorithm, flowchart and pseudocode. Let's see what is algorithm. So algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step process to solve a problem. It's like a manual where you given a guide, you're given a step-by-step process that if you want to shut off your phone, you have to just deeply press and you have to do power off. This is how exactly algorithms are. Let's see a simple algorithm example of finding the largest number among three numbers. This is an example of an algorithm. Before going to that examples, let's focus on the key points of algorithms. So there are three key points of algorithm. There are inputs, process and the output. Input is the data that you want for the process to solve a problem. Output is the solution that is you are getting from solving the problem. And between all the procedures you are doing, that is process. Now consider one thing is the input can be multiple as well as zero. What it means is, in certain algorithms you will see that there will be no inputs but you have an output. After this session we are going to see a deeper in an algorithm characteristics where you understand these topics very clearly. So let's focus on the example given over here, that is finding the largest number among three. So what we do is we start the algorithm. We had inputted three numbers A, B, C. Then we want one number from this as an output that we printing. We are directly printing it and then we are ending. But how we are finding the largest? We are comparing the single element with the another two elements, and from which whatever is bigger we are printing. Like if you see the third step, if A is greater than B, A is greater than C, then print A. That means agar B and C are greater than A, then we have A to be printed as an output. Then we go to the down, then we go to the down, and at the end, after there will be a particular number which is greater than that will be printed if the three numbers are not equal. So this is then just example of an algorithm. Let's see the characteristics of an algorithm. Algorithms are clear and unambiguous, that you are mentioning each step that should be a clear and simplest form. That should be not a complexity that you are like we see this algorithm, we can tell that first take A, first take, then take B, then take C. But we are not going to complicate it. We are directly say that input three numbers A, B, C. Simple. Well-defined input and well-defined outputs. So the algorithm should accept inputs and process the desired outputs. So in this case, if I say that you have a certain algorithms that do not require any input, there may be a possibility that there are certain algorithms that do not require inputs but they are generating outputs. You will, when you go in a deeper, you will see this such an algorithms. Finite steps, the number of steps should be finite. There should be a limited number of steps. Effectiveness, every step of the algorithm must be flexible and executable, that you will understand very deeper. Let's say I inserted 4 numbers instead of 3. What I need to do is I have to just flexibilize my algorithm, that where you are checking one number, comparing one number with the another two, now you have to compare one number with the another 3 numbers. Now how can you solve this is simply you given 5 numbers in total, 3, 5, 1, 8, 2 in a list format. Now simply you have to do is you have to take a number that is max. You have to initiate that number with the first number of your list, that is 3. So max is now 3. Now you have to shift your focus to the second number. Then you have to compare the second number and your max. If the second is greater, then you have to change the value of max with another number. If it is not, then move forward until you reach the last. You have to do the same thing. At the end, you have a max value that will be 8, and that is your maximum number of a list. This is how it's simply working. There is nothing so deeper. Let's say this is my number 3, in which this is a 3 number, which is my first number. I will take it at a max. Then I will check this 5 with my max. Is 5 greater than the max? Yes. So we swap the 5 and the max. Then we go to the 1. We check, it is not. So we move forward with the 8. It is yes. So we swap this both, and at the end it will be not. So at the end we get max as a 8. This is how the solution is coming. If we talk about the algorithm formation, it should be like start, then you should input the list, then you should be taking, this is how you should write the pure algorithm. This is just to understand how the process is going on. So your today's task will be, one of the tasks will be the algorithm to find the maximum number in a list. To practice it like this way, how it is written, number of steps, then you have to start, you have to take the input, you have to mention the procedures, how it is used. These characteristics are very important, you have to be aware of it. Start. Let's see the last topic of the algorithm, that is given number is even or odd. I think you can try this at your own. Please take a pause and see the whole concept. If you are not understanding the concept, then you can comment down, I will reply with you. Fundamental toolkit for my upcoming series of object oriented programming, that is most important concept.